Communication is important, and we rely on our cell phones to be able to communicate. We can get online, we can go shopping. I mean, there's everything just right here in this small computer. But what happens when this fails? And because communication is so important, you really need to have some different backups. And for years I've had emergency radios. There's a number of different kinds. In fact, we have a couple of different ones. But recently I just picked up this Midland. It's a E-Ready radio. It has a lot of really cool features. Now, whether you get this one or you get a different one, a lot of them have some of the same features. One of the things I really like, though, about the Midland is this polymer or polycarbonate finish on it, the plastic finish. Sometimes you'll get the rubberized finish on these radios, and they get really tacky and sticky over time. And it's the reason why I went ahead and bought this one. But I thought I'd just go through some of the cool things about this radio and why I really think you need to have some kind of emergency radio. Now, Midland's been around for decades, producing a lot of electronics, and you name it. I remember seeing CBs with Midland and different radios. And so this company's been around for a long time. This is the E-Ready, and the model number is the ER310. I like the little handle. I like the coloring, easy to find. But what I really like are a lot of these features. Now, one of the things about this, and I mentioned this earlier, is a lot of these radios have rubberized bodies on it to make it grip easier and all that stuff, but they do get really tacky. And so that's one of the reasons why I purchased this one. It has some lithium-ion batteries that are included. They're inside, and they're rechargeable. And so that's a big plus. But if you just happen to not have the power or whatever, you can use AA's. So I like to have options. But if you use the rechargeable batteries, they need to be specific to Midland. And you can't use your rechargeable AA's. So, just stick with either AA or the batteries that are in here. Now, there's a number of different ways to charge it. It does come with its own USB cable, and you can charge it that way. Hook this up to any power source, and you can charge it. Also, we have a solar panel here on top, and then we have a hand crank here at the back. And we'll look at each of those as it comes up. But I love to have different ways, and especially if things can happen, because as they say, things that can go wrong will go wrong. Now, the controls on here are pretty simple. You can turn it on just by hitting band.
For Andrew Brown Jr.'s
we have FM.
And look,
we have weather radio, which is WX. And this is from the National Weather Radio. Hit it again. We go into AM. Now, if we want to turn the volume down, of course, there's volume control. And we can turn it up. And we can also tune it. We want to pull our antenna out, which is a pretty long antenna. You can actually rotate this to find the right setting. We can hit it one at a time.
Hi. Welcome to
Or we can hold it down and it'll search. Hold it down and it goes back to the time. Now, if you want to get weather alerts, and this will just press it and the WX will flash. Now, this is just going to sit and it's going to wait for any kind of alert. When it has an alert, it will have an audible siren, and the LED light will flash and your flashlight will flash, so you'll know that there's something going on. And then you can just press any button to stop all the audible siren, and then you can hear the weather report, and that way you're not taken unaware when there's something dangerous in the area. Hit any button will clear it, but then we're going to turn it off. You can just turn it off. Now, to change your time, press the WX alert for 2 seconds. Now we're going to 12-hour increments, or we can go to 24-hour increments. And so you can decide how you want to do your time. We're going to stick with 12, so I hit the button. Now we're at 12. We can change the time by going up or down. And so right now it's 3:30. Just keep pressing until we get to the right button. Once we hit it, hit the WX alert. Now we're at the back screen. This is the backlighting, and this will give you either the screen that'll stay on, or it's off altogether, or 5 seconds. So we're going to hit the button. That's on constant. That's on for 5 seconds. And then you have the off screen. For me, I like the 5 seconds. Hit the WX again. This is for the weather channel, frequency, or numbers. And so we can go with channel or frequency. We're going to stick with frequency. Now we have the time and everything set. Now right here at this top button, we have a flashlight. So we can click it on. We have low, click it again. You have high, click it again, and then you have SOS. And so you can just let this set and it will give you the SOS settings. And then to stop it, just hit the button. Now, there is a dog whistle on here, which I thought was pretty cool. And right here is the little speaker. Now, since you can't really hear it, we're going to press and hold for 2 seconds. Now you'll notice there's a dog's head right here, and that means that this is emitting a dog whistle, which you're not going to hear, but dogs can hear it, especially search and rescue dogs, or if you're looking for your own dog and you want to call it, or all the neighbors' dogs. But as you can see, it just kind of goes, and then you can just hit the button again and it'll cut it off. Now this rubber boot is where all your ports are. This is for your in and out. Now with the cable, you see this little port right here, the micro USB, and you want to go ahead and put that one in just like so. And now you can just take this and put it into any USB port that you can charge at your computer, a power bank, or if you have a plug to the wall. But anytime we're doing any charging, right here on this side, it's AA and Li for lithium ion. If you have AA batteries in here, then you're going to switch it to AA. But anything else goes to the Li, whether you're charging this with solar, with your USB, or with a hand crank. And so typically you'll keep it on the Li unless you have the batteries. Now here with your regular USB port, you can put it in. Then if you need to charge your phone, go ahead and plug it in, and it's charging. And so this way you can keep your phone charged, or batteries, flashlights, different things like that. And this just gives you the ability. Plus, with the solar and the hand crank, that just gives you more options. Now I've got the cable hooked up to my computer. Bring down this little boot, go ahead and put my charger in. And you'll notice that when it's charging, this light will be on and you'll have your battery indicator blinking. So that lets you know that it is charging. Once this stops, you'll know that you're fully charged. Now to demonstrate the hand crank, I didn't want to do it at the table, so we just pop it open. It just tucks away right here. Then as you turn it, it's not a lot of resistance. I mean, it's fairly easy to turn. You have that satisfying sound that you feel like something's going on. So again, you go about 1 minute for 9 minutes of radio life. So it's not really that difficult to do. And then that actually charges up your lithium-ion batteries. Now I'm out here with a kind of an overcast day, so as you see, there's nothing going on. Whenever this is being charged, you'll have that little light come on. But if I turn this to where it faces light, I don't know if you can see it, but now the battery is actually charging even though I'm under trees and it's an overcast day. And this little light here is coming on as well. Put this in the sun and it's going to allow this solar panel to really pick up light. Now we have a pretty overcast day, but I'm getting some sunlight here on the panel on top. You can see the battery indicator is charging, and this light down here next to band, it's lit. So that means that this is charging. In full sun, it would be even better. Now right here is where your batteries are stored. And you can see we've got an 18650 in here, so that's pretty good. I mean, that is a great battery to have in here. And of course you can put 6 AA batteries if you want to, then you have your string to pull this out. But again, Midland does recommend using their battery. And that just goes back in. Now when you're charging, or when you first get this, it says to go ahead and charge this up to full capacity, and that'll give you 3 bars right here. If this is completely dead, it takes 5.5 hours to recharge, but you should never really get down to that, because typically if they go down all the way, it takes a lot more to get them going. But as long as you top it off, and then obviously you've got your solar and you got your hand crank, and so it gives you, again guys, a lot of options. Now the light, the LED display, and the solar panel have these little covers, and you just peel them off. This just helps to protect them. This will give you better light transmission. The dimensions are 8 inches by 3.5 inches, and then we have 2 inches. So it's a very compact little radio. And the weight, 1 pound, 0.4 ounces. Now it comes with full instructions, and it's pretty much what we've already gone through, but if you need a refresher, here they are. It's really easy to get to. And then we have a FEMA recommended emergency checklist, which comes with it, which I think is pretty good. That way you can have all the different supplies you need that are recommended by FEMA. And so, really complete package. I purchased this off Sportsman's Guide. Their regular price is $69.99. I'm a part of their buyers club, so I got it for $62.99. Then I took my own $20 off every $100 purchase because I bought 2 of these. And if you use Sootch, just Sootch, you get $20 off. I mean, that is a great price, and that really brings this down. And that counts for anything you buy on Sportsman's Guide. Honestly, I had forgotten that I'd bought this on Sportsman's Guide, so I got a good deal on it, and I can pass that along to you guys. And guys, while these are great for the pack and to carry on, different trips, it's always good to have one around the house, and so that's one reason why I went ahead and bought 2. And of course, I work here from home in my own shop. Great to have this in case any kind of storm comes up, because a lot of times I have the volume on my phone turned off. So guys, it's very inexpensive just to have that radio set back, and if you ever have any kind of problems with your phone, you get bad cell service or cell coverage, especially in an emergency situation such as storms and things like that, having some way to communicate with the world is vital. And of course you can get weather alerts, and there's a number of ways to keep this thing charged, so it's really cool. But whatever you decide on, look for a really good quality weather radio, emergency radio, and guys, again, because communication is that vital. Guys, check out Sportsman's Guide for all kind of accessories, shooting, hunting, camping, military surplus from all over the world. It's one of my go-to sources, and you get $20 off for every $100 or more purchase using Sootch, S-O-O-T-C-H, in the coupon code. And if you're a member of their buyers club, you get free shipping. And that really comes in handy when you're ordering jerry cans. So check out Sportsman's Guide, great resource. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America, long live the Republic. Now with your standard USB port, you can go ahead and put it in. Oops. I just wanted to see how easy it was. Okay, that's not good. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Be strong. How can I mess that up? I've done it a million times.